Ludus Vulpes.
Welcome to Ludus Vulpes. My name is Kirsty.
And I'm Phil.
And today you join us as we work through a collection of games that are ideal as stocking fillers, as secret Santas, or basically just great gifts.
And we start today with Lost Cities by Rania Knizia. Lost Cities is an exploration game. Exploration? That's a wrong word, but we'll carry on anyway. Exploring 5 different ancient civilizations. And to do that, we're going to use cards. It's a very abstract game, so don't expect an awful lot of theme, but expect a 2-player game that plays competitively well. It's an oldie but a goodie, and it is still valid. It's a great game, and while everyone else is preparing Christmas dinner, you can spend some time with a friend just sitting down playing while Christmas dinner is being prepared for you. You want to get it done before you start drinking because the maths in this is a little bit tricky. So without any further ado, let's introduce you to Lost Cities.
Ooh. Speak for yourself, drunkard.
Yeah, well.
You're total here.
I've seen you drink gin. So, in Lost Cities, we have 5 expeditions we are going to be starting. And to start an expedition, we have to spend 20 victory points to start that expedition. Those 20 victory points start as soon as we place any cards at the start of an expedition trailhead. The cards we're going to be playing are one of 2 varieties. We've got some gambit cards, and they're going to multiply the totals of each column that we've created on our expedition. And we're also going to be playing trail cards, or expedition cards, which are numbered between 2 and 10 and is in each of these colours. So we've got red, green, white, blue and yellow. Now, you start off with minus 20 victory points for any trail you begin. And if you start that trail with a gambit card, which are the handshake cards, look a bit like that.
Nice.
Thank you, try my best. You are going to get to multiply that trail, but the gambit cards can only be placed at the start of an expedition. You're gambling that that expedition is going to bring you back a fortune. And you then start playing numerical cards in ascending order. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, until you get past those negative points. So you start with minus 20. If you got 9, 10 and 2, you get to 21 points. If you've got the gambit card, that would be times by 2, minus 20 times by 2, so that would be 1 point times 2, which would be 2. If you had 2 gambit cards, it would be times by 3, so that would give you 3, and a third gambit card would be 4.
Okay.
They don't have to be in direct ascending order, so you could go 2, 5, 7, 10 if you want to. The critical point is when you're opening a new trail, can you get past that 20 barrier? Because once you pass that 20 barrier, you start scoring positive points.
Okay.
Now, on our turn, we're going to do one of 2 things. We're either going to play a card to one of our expeditions, or we're going to discard a pile to one of these discard piles. The discard piles have to be in the colour specified, so red cards will go here, blue cards will go here, etc.
Yellow here, green there, and white there.
Yeah, thank you for that. When you discard it, after you've discarded or played a card, you will then draw a card. You'll either draw from this deck here, or a face-up card from one of the discard piles here. So overall, you're trying to get as many points as you can before the game ends. The game ends when the last card is drawn, and every trail you starts you with minus 20 points, and you need to score higher than that to score some positive points.
Okay.
Final rule that matters towards the end of the game is after you've done all your multiplications, so if you're at minus 5, for example, and you've got 2 gambit cards, that's going to be minus 5 times 3, which would be minus 15. After you've done all that multiplication and final confirmation of scores, the last thing you're going to do, if you've got a trail that's 8 cards long, is you're going to add 20 points into your score. It's harder than it sounds, because between the 2 of you, and this is a 2-player game, you're going to be battling over the cards you want. So without any further ado, Kirsty will start us off.
Will I now?
Yeah, you will.
Oh no, I never win when I start.
I've got the best starting hand ever. Ever!
Right.
No, don't really.
That's reassuring me. Okay. I've only got 7 cards.
Me too. And the game starts with 8 cards, so we
It's a great
deal
start.
one last card. That wasn't the card I was hoping for.
Oh, what a shame. Okay.
So we both start with a Gambit card. So these 2 trails for us now are worth minus 40 points.
Woohoo!
We will want to do something about that over the course of the game. Okay. So there's a nice thing here where like Kirsty's almost taunting me to take that card so I can get a better trail over
Am I
there.
really?
Yeah.
Am
apparently.
I? Am
Yeah.
I?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Apparently I am. Have to keep track, make sure I keep to 8.
Really?
I find it difficult sometimes not to.
What, to count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Frustrations.
So I'm covering this 2 with a 7 in the hopes that Kirsty will be drawn into like gunning for them.
Think again, my friend. Think
Okay,
again.
fine, be like that. You're not that one in there.
That's fine. That is absolutely fine.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yep.
Sound ever so slightly bitter and resentful.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now I could take this 2, but that's just cluttering my hands, so I won't. Although sometimes doing anything to wind Kirsty up is worth it.
Hilarious, apparently.
Why the big sigh?
It's frustrating that we both picked those up after we'd started.
Yeah, it is.
That's an annoying part of this game.
Especially as Kirsty's like minus 17 at the moment.
Yeah. Children go to heaven. So the saying goes.
So one of the decisions you're always making in this game is how many expeditions to actually start. Do you start all 5, which can be expensive and quite costly? And one of the things I'm trying to do after I've drawn my card is distract Kirsty away from it all a little bit.
He can try. Will he survive? Will he be successful?
Yep.
We will see.
Next
More than
question.
likely, to be fair.
Oh, so you had the 6. How very generous of you.
Oh, it's okay. I don't want to give too much away now, do I? Decisions, which way to go? Not sure that was worth it, to be honest.
Why wasn't that worth it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
We will find out.
Fine.
I really can't say. It's neck and neck right now.
Oh yeah.
No, it's really not. Can I just move these slightly?
Yeah, sure.
They're in my way of creating my little pile.
Can make neater piles.
I'm trying.
Okay, so this pile has now become critical to me as it's currently worth minus 60 points. which we really don't want. Minus 60 points is a bad place to
It'd
be.
be really unfortunate if I had a lot of blues right now, wouldn't
It
it?
would, yeah.
Anyway, it's not so bad day after all.
It's fine. I'm not worried.
Good. That's what I like to hear. Wouldn't worry you now, would we?
Right, no. So we're at a stage now where we've got a handful of cards left in the draw pile. So if one of us wants to extend the game, we'll be drawing cards from here rather than from there, because as soon as the last card goes, we're going to stop.
Like that, you mean?
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of a bold move, starting a new pattern at this stage of the game.
Mm-hmm. It's alright, I'm okay with it. I'm happy. Do you need to take a card?
Oh yeah, that's all of those. Okay. So the game is about to end.
Yes, it is. I don't think it really matters what I do now, does it?
I don't want to see all your cards, so probably not.
Stop looking at my cards. He's such a little cheat.
Well, I'm holding mine this way, so that you can't see.
I'm trying.
Okay, so that ends the game. So the game now ends. Now we do some maths to see.
Do you take those?
Oh well, yeah.
Out of the way.
We'll get that out of the way. So the first thing we do is we'll total up the columns. So this one is worth it multiplies by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's
He's
a
got
bonus.
extra 20 points.
20 points at the end of the game. But first and foremost, let's get me past 20. 10,
I think I can that.
20.
Yeah.
So I've got
14.
14. 14 times
Three.
4.
Oh no, there's no point in playing this game.
14 times 4 is 28, 32, 42. Plus the 20 point bonus for that column, that's 62 points from that
without
column.
even anything else.
So 62 points there. This column, not quite as hot, but it's fine. So that's 12, 21, 24. So that's 4 times 2, which is 8. Plus onto my 60. Are you not helping me keep track of my score?
68. No, what was it? Sorry, 60.
It was 14 times 3, so times 4. So 14, 28, 56.
60.
Plus 20, 76.
So okay, so we're on 76 now from 60 something.
Yeah.
Right.
Should we do that again?
Yeah, let's do that again.
Okay, so those cancel out, my minus 20 points. They get me to 14. 14 times 4, because I've got 3 handshakes. That's times 2, times 3, times 4. So 14 times 4, 28, 56. So it is 56.
Yeah.
So it's 76 points off that column. Plus 8 points off that column. 76 plus 8 is 84. Remember 84?
84.
Thank you. 84, 11, 16, 17, 18. So that's minus 2. 82. And then this column, 11, 15 times. So 5 times 2 is 10. So 92.
92 from yours.
92.
I think it's fairly safe to say that Phil has won this one game.
92. Let's see what you've got. Let's see. So, am I doing this? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So let's cancel out. So there's 10 there.
Yeah.
And then we go 11 plus 10 plus 9 is 20. It's 10, 20. 30 in total.
Yeah.
So it's 10. So 20 points from that column.
Yeah.
No 8 there.
No.
So 20 points.
I forgot that. I always forget the 8 rule. That's my excuse.
That's 0.
Yeah, I knew that.
So 20
I was
points.
just trying to make sure that you didn't get them.
Okay, fine. 20 points. 21,
Gameplay.
23. So that's 6 from that column.
I haven't kept track of this.
26. 26, so that's 9. 9 plus 9 is.
18.
Sorry, that's 29. That's 19 plus 9 is 27. 35, so that's 15. Come on, you're keeping track.
No, I didn't. It's fairly safe to say that Phil won that game. Sorry, I thought you were keeping track of the maths.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So basically, Phil won that game
Yeah.
and Kirsty lost that game.
I'll do you'll see the final score just
Yeah.
here somewhere, because we've learned a few valuable lessons today. One is Lost Cities is a fantastic game.
Yeah, I
It's
love
lots
this
of fun. 2, don't play it with Kirsty because she'll have to do double maths and she won't help by keeping track.
I haven't had enough tea this morning.
Having a pen and paper ready might be a good idea when playing this game.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Or even a calculator, or an accounting calculator that prints it out on little bits of paper.
If my phone wasn't
But-
being used as the
but-
camera, I'd
but
have used the
basically-
calculator.
Basically anything other than Kirsty to keep track of score because she
Yes.
just gets distracted and doesn't follow the score.
Yeah, but it's the colours, it's the pretty colours
It's
and patterns
pretty
thing
colours
again.
and patterns. So, Lost Cities, it's a lot of fun to be fair. It plays in 15 minutes. It's a really quick game, and ultimately, there's a lot more depth to tactics as you're playing than you might at first notice. Actually, trying to figure out ways of blocking your opponent or waiting for them to play a card and then showing them that you had a card that would have really valued them.
Yeah.
Kirsty giving me the 3 blue handshakes might have been a mistake, or 2 of the blue handshakes may have been a mistake early on in that game.
Yeah.
But it got me a huge
Yes,
amount of
it
points.
did.
That might be one of my high scores at this game, so that feels like a good thing. But overall, Lost Cities is a lot of fun. It's an easy game to pick up. It's not too expensive. It's a great stocking filler because people can just get on and play. But like I say, not after you've had a few drinks on Christmas Day because it's just hard work.
Yeah. And not when you're expecting Kirsty to do the mathematics. But other than that, it's fine.
I wasn't really expecting to do mathematics. I was expecting to keep track of one number between me counting the
I
cards.
think you asked too much at this
It's
time in
fine.
the morning.
I'm not being funny. Next time you can count your own.
Yay!
If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.
You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Just search for Ludus Vulpes.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Bye.